Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. Today I have quite a few things to do. The first thing I want to do is to brown up this ground beef because today is actually Tuesday and I took it out to thaw on Sunday. So we don't let food go bad around here. So I'm going to go ahead and brown that up. I have to get this floor mop in the kitchen area. That's the only thing I didn't get to finish before I left and went to work this morning. Um, but now I got the kids down for bed, and I'm going to show you a grocery haul. And I'm not sure if I could fit anything else in today's upload. However, I will try. I may have a DIY. So let's go ahead and get into today's video. If you are new here, thank you so much for tapping on today's link. I greatly appreciate it. This is Grandma Does It All. My name is Wanda. I'm a full-time grandma. I'm raising my grandsons. Over here, it's always lots to do, especially to maintain a home with several little boys. So we're going to go ahead and get into today's content, and I'm hoping that by the end of the video, you like what you saw over here, and you'll go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Leave me a comment down in the chat so I can properly welcome you to my channel, and share me out with your family and friends. Love and respect to you all. I'll see you in a moment. Okay guys, so really quickly, I'm going to go over this haul with you all, show you everything we picked up, and let's go ahead and get into it. Just want to let you know a few things were already open and I'll show you what they were. But today, surprisingly, we got a lot of items that did not belong to us. This happened before, really recently in the past. I called back over, I let them know, and of course they're going to tell you to keep it, but I'm just honest and I like to let them know when there's mistakes because I just think about how would I feel if I placed the order and I didn't get half of my merchandise and it went to someone else. Everybody's not gonna be forthcoming like that, but that's just who I am because I try to live my life right and I try to instill these values and morals in the boys, right? So I let them know when we brought the grocery in, like, this isn't ours and this isn't ours, and we put them in a pile, in one bag. And then when I contacted the store right in front of them and they heard them say for me to keep it, then I brought it out and put it in with the haul. But we're gonna stop getting into all that, and I'm gonna show you guys what we picked up, okay? Well, what we got. So let's start here. We got the Hot Pockets. This is the meatballs and mozzarella. You guys know this is my boy's favorite. that's heavy, so I wanted to get that out of the way. And we have Texas toast, 5 cheese. Um, 2 of the Red Baron deep dish pizza. You get 2 pizzas in each, and I like to have these as quick meals that the boys can make in the air fryer when they're hungry. If I'm not feeling well, or if I'm not, or if I'm too occupied doing something else, like some work from home, my work from home job, they can prepare these small meals for themselves. I grabbed another bag of the steak fajitas. I got these recently in a haul, and I was unhappy because I thought the bag was way too small. Well, it was too small for what I intended to make. However, I decided to make myself some bowls, right? Like Chipotle. So I had some rice and beans, and I added some black beans and some corn and these fajita strips. And then I, of course, put all the fixings that you would have at Chipotle, like the sour cream and the salsa and stuff. And it was very, very delicious. So I got this on replay, guys. I have our staple, which is the 12 burgers. Everybody know I love these from Great Value. I grabbed the boys some Encore steaks Salisbury steaks, because when I have like a T-bone or a New York strip or something like that, they're not interested in that. They say that it's too much chewing, so I always get them Salisbury steak, and then we all have the same size. I got 2 of the Rising Crust cheese pizzas. Great Value. You guys know these are what I call emergency pizza. It's for the days that I come home and I am way, way, way too exhausted. And so I'll throw a few of these in. And I always grab 2 to 4 every time I shop, just so we can never run out of those pizzas. This will probably be 8 boxes in my freezer at this point. Right now, I don't really have too much time for meal prepping. Normally I make things ahead, but I always get those. However, sometimes as a project, we'll have make your own pizza night, but we don't have time for that right now because I'm doing everything myself. 3 packages of Esbar Franks. These are some of the items that I told you was already open. TJ got into this and made himself some in the air fryer. So that is the Great Value chicken nuggets, and this is the crinkle cut French fries. Now I want to say this, guys. These fries were some of the items that was placed in my order that did not belong to us. This particular package, I put in for shoestring fries, and they didn't have them, so they did substitute for another fry, and I will show you that. But just wanted to show you that those crinkle cuts was not a part of my order. This is actually the fries that they substituted for. These are the thin cut French fries. And they substituted these, like I said, for the shoestring fries, but those crinkle cuts were not a part of the order. These seasoned batter mix fries was also not a part of our order, so this was another free item. We never buy seasoned fries. I never particularly liked them when I used to go to like rallies. So, or Checkers, that's the other sister company to Rallies. I never really cared for seasoned fries, so whenever I order fries, they're always either just the plain fries, or I'll get like American cheese fries, but that's about the size of it. We do have some fish sticks because the kids like me to make this little rendition of a fish fillet from McDonald's, where I just make the fish sticks, put my own cheese. They don't particularly care for tartar sauce, so we don't do that part. They just use ketchup. And then we'll have like some cheese fries or something on the side. So we get hamburger buns, and this is what we make. I got an extra pack of hamburger buns somewhere because I do have some for the fish sticks, but then I picked up those burgers, so I had to get another pack. Got some hazelnut creamer. You guys know I am diabetic. My doctor insists that I have more hazelnut in my diet. This used to be my all-time favorite creamer, but when they started coming out with all the nicer flavors. And I told you guys, I'm very particular about my coffee creamer. And I branched off. I kind of got away from this, but here he go. He drew me back. So hazelnut creamer. I got some Country Crock, guys. This is the original. I'm not a butter girl. I am from the South, but I am not a butter girl. Something about butter that just upsets my stomach, so I stick with margarines and spreads. These 3 pizzas, personal pieces, were not a part of our order. These are some more free items, but I'm sure the boys will love that because they love pizza and personals. These are 3 boxes of Friday's chicken wings. They're buffalo style, all 3. They were not a part of our order. You guys never see me haul things like this. So 3 more free items. These Tyson Dino Nuggets, not a part of my order. You guys know if I get Dino Nuggets, this is not the brand that I normally get, but it's free. They came, I got the ones that I showed you earlier that TJ opened, which was the great value. That's what I placed the order for, but we ended up getting these free as well. We got 2 loaves of the King Strowman bread. A case of Twist Up. I love to get these for my boys. They're caffeine free, of course. I like clear sodas more, especially now that I changed the carpet in the living room area where they eat, because less stains, guys. Less stains. We're going for less. But they generally get their drinks after their meals now, because I don't know. Seems like as the boys get older, they get more clumsy. So we're doing all clear drinks right now for the kids. Unless I'm here to monitor, and that's for when they have childcare. So just to make that clear, we got the large bag of Honey Nut Cheerios because this is what they all wanted. We got, here are the burger buns that I got. I ordered, I forget the other brand. I forget the brand, but they substituted for these. And these are potato rolls, and I'm sure Tyzer will love it because he like all forms of rolls, right? So the only thing you guys don't see right now is my gallon of milk. We got, I'm sorry, the tea is over here. 1 second, guys. I'm looking around and I see where this was left. So this is the Great Value iced tea mix. The kids are so in love with this because it's the lemon flavored. I normally brew my own tea. I'll take some tea bags, tie them together. Of course, pull that paper tag off the end, boil them in a pot. And then when they cool down a bit, just a little bit, I'll go ahead and add it in the pitcher and put your sugar in right away because it will melt down while the tea is warm, of course, and add water. And I like my tea fresh brewed at home, but the boys still like this, and I'll drink this too, but I prefer home brewed tea. And then, guys, there are 3 cases of water that came with this order. And I believe that's it. I just basically wanted to re-up on some things because I knew I had to work and for like a 4-day weekend coming up. And I just want the boys to have options here at the house while we have a substitute babysitter right now, someone who's coming into the home, and they're absolutely loving it. I'm loving it because it saves me time. I don't have to drive them over to childcare in the morning, and I don't have to go and pick them up and come back on the way in. So I like that part of it. And the boys are in love with their provider, so they're happy, I'm happy. But let's go ahead and I'm gonna get these put away, and I'll be right back. I'm still at it, guys. It's 1:54 a.m. Everything is done. This is the beef that's cooling down here. As you can see, dishes, everything done. The only thing left is a quick DIY, and then I'm going to mop the floor. So I'm going to go ahead and say good night to you guys now. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. I love and appreciate you. Okay, this is the little project I'm going to be working with. It's a boot, guys. It's a ceramic boot. I am planning on painting this a red color. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to do the trim at the top of the boot red and the bottom of the boot red and leave it white, because I do like that. Or am I going to paint the whole entire boot red and do maybe black on the top and bottom? I'm still undecided. Because it's such a small project, I'm just going to use some of my smaller paint kits. This is just the first one I grabbed. It already have a brush in there, but I might go get a larger brush for the sake of making this project go quicker. I found these red and white stems. And remember, the kitchen is red, white, and black. So I figured this would be cute. So maybe I will do black and red. So I'm going to go ahead and get this painted, and I'll be right back. Okay, here it is, guys. It's all dry. This is the way it turned out. I love it. I love, love, love it. I was trying to get these little areas a little darker, and then I'm like, no, let it have that distressed look. So, like they were worn or something. So I love that. I actually love that. And I kind of pulled back on this side too. But I ended up, I was talking to my girlfriend on the phone, and she was like, go with a darker color underneath, which I don't feel the need to do all this in black and waste paint, because it's going to be down and you're not going to see it, right? So I did all of this in blue first, and then I went over it with the black because it was so white. So I'm glad she told me that, but I do love the way it all turned out. Look at it, guys. It's so cute. It's so stinking cute. So let's go ahead and put the flowers in and see how that looks. Okay, I'll turn it here for you guys to see. And let's see. This one. Isn't that cute, guys? Let's see, I'm bending these stems. I didn't bend this one, so here we go. And that is so cute. That is so cute. I wish I had a fourth one, but it's okay. Right? We make do with what we have. Let's see. See if I can bend that stem just a little more. Ooh, now they're getting caught together. So I'm gonna bend this stem a little more. Like that. So it's like almost like a double bend in that particular stem. Trying to see if I can show some of the greenery, but I guess because I got it so far down. But how stinking cute is that, guys? How stinking cute is this? This is too cute. Too cute. So there we go. And I think I'm going to place it up here on the stove. And I'll show you guys in a moment. Let's move that back so you guys can see. See that, guys? So cute. That is so cute. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to do that. So we're going to leave that on the stove. And let's put this flower up there. All right. Nope. Let's bring this one. Let's do the candle. Let's put the red candle up there, guys. Let's put that candle up there. How's that? Oh, that is so cute. I love that. I love that. And let's go with this is our board that we use to put down. Let me clean it, guys. Because, it's over here next to the stove where all the grease is popping and I can see it. So let's do our best to clean this. But this is the board that I write up, what's for breakfast, what's for lunch, what's for dinner for the boys. Just, I hate people going in my pots. Just keep opening the pots. Oh my gosh. So I found that once I started putting this out with the meals on it, that works out better for my household. So they run up here and they read that stove and then they go make announcements to each other like, Mom's making so and so. And it's the cutest thing ever. But I like that, guys. What do you think? I think that's a very, very cute look. We're going to do some more DIYs, of course, but that is so cute. I'm actually loving that. I'm loving that, loving that, loving that. I'm going to go ahead and close out the video here, guys, because I am exhausted. And we all know what mopping the floor look like, right? So you're not going to hold it against me or charge it. Because you see that time? 2:25 a.m., guys. And I am exhausted. I've been up since 7 o'clock yesterday morning. So it's time for me to bid you adieu. Good night. And I'm just going to show you what the kitchen looks like at night. So here you are, guys. The kitchen's all closed down. Dishes all done, like I said earlier. Fresh drying towel out for tomorrow. Well, you just look at that stove. It's so stinking cute. Gonna go ahead and put the lights out and just under the cabinet lighting on now. You see, guys, this is what it looks like when I close down the kitchen completely. Thanks for tuning in. Love and respect to you all.